One thing I heard a good amount of folks say for the longest time now, and I recently just 100% came to terms with it, and there's not anything or anybody that can say to me to convince me otherwise, is that life is 100% better whenever you're on your purpose, living within the purpose that God has sent you down here to do. And when you do that for a long period of time, the way you carry yourself and the way you think about yourself is just going to be at a whole different level, a level that you probably never thought you could reach. Take a second and think to yourself, what is your God given purpose? And when I personally say God given purpose, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other folks will say this as well, it's just basically doing what you love at all times, no matter what. If you make it or if you don't make it, just the sake of doing it every day you wake up to see another day. That's your God given purpose. So take a minute to yourself and ask yourself, what is your personal God given purpose? Because everybody's purpose is different. Not everybody gonna have the same purpose. And that's understandable. That's how it should be. Otherwise, it won't be as valuable. Like, I'll use myself for example. I feel like my God given purpose, and I think it's going to be this way for a long period of time, unless I just randomly wake up one day and think to myself that this ain't it no more. Let me try something different. Is creating content and music. And I say this is my God given purpose because I know for myself personally, every time I create content, whether it's a sit down talk like this, or a book talk, or a gaming video, whenever I start creating those again, whatever the content is, I just know that whenever I record it, going through the editing process and just creating that final product, that final fully edited and polished video, I know for me personally, that brings me so much fulfillment for myself. And I love having days like that. I love having days where I have an idea the day before and I record it the next day, like I'm doing with this video. Or it could be the same way with music. Whenever I'm penning a verse, and whether I write a few lines or a whole verse, or sometimes writing the whole song in one sitting, just having days like that brings me so much fulfillment within myself. And it's been at a point now, but to say it just to say it for the video, I don't care if I don't make it. I'm gonna be doing this most likely until the day I die. Once again, unless a day comes where I just change my mind, which I don't see that happening no time soon, especially right now for my young age of 20 years old. I'm gonna most likely be doing this until the day I die. And you yourself should have this same mentality, whatever you feel like is your God given purpose, whether it's school related or not. If you feel like your God given purpose is to become a doctor or some type of engineer or a therapist, it can be an electrician, welding, it doesn't matter. Whatever you feel like is your God given purpose, you have to wake up every day and chase that and live within that, no matter what folks try to say about you. There is people you know or people that you don't know. Because at the end of the day, you have to live your life for yourself, even if it goes against what you grew up on. It's not to diss any of the folks around you that lived a certain way, but if you know for yourself for a 100% fact that you want something different for yourself, you gotta go for it and live with that mentality unapologetically. It's most likely gonna come times where people gonna try to dish you for that, but you shouldn't really focus on that. It's out of your control. The only thing you can control is how you respond to it whenever it comes up. The way you respond to it is either going to pull you closer to your purpose or it's going to pull you away, push you closer to it, meaning you respect what they saying, but you feel in your gut this is what you should be doing. So cause of that, you gonna continue to keep on doing it, or it's gonna push you away, meaning you gonna start second guessing yourself and start letting their opinions of you into yourself. Or what, maybe they right. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that. And maybe looking outside in, you might think that they're just looking out for you, and that might be the way to go. But you can't be thinking that. If you know you love what you do and it makes you happy, once again, it just makes you feel a certain way that no other thing could make you feel. That lets you know that it's something that you need to do. I once seen a quote on TikTok a few days ago. I can't remember it off top. I'ma find the quote real quick. Just give me 1 second. Alright, I end up finding it. It ended up saying, if it drains you, it's misalignment. If it fuels you, it's your path. And that might sound so simple to some folks, but it's so true. If it drains you, if you feel like you have to force yourself to do that certain thing, then you probably shouldn't be doing it, or you probably shouldn't be doing it to the level that you think you should, compared to if it's something that genuinely fuels you and you just get like you get energized when you do it. That's the type of stuff that should be on your path, that you should focus on. So that's just something to think about. And I feel like a lot of folks already know this, but of course they don't want to live within their God-given purpose for whatever reasons besides the reasons that I mentioned already. But whenever you get to a point where it doesn't matter what you go through and it doesn't matter what the folks around you say, that's only truly when you'll understand why I'm saying what I'm saying, that it gets so much better whenever you fully start to live within your purpose. All right. So that's going to be it for today's video. I hope it was something you needed to hear. And if it was something you needed to hear and you enjoyed it, then please make sure to hit the like button down below. And if you want to see more videos like this, along with many other different type of videos in the future, then please make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications. But with all that being said, I'm going to end this video off here. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'm out. Peace.